Morning, profitable traders. Welcome to today's market color session, being the 10th of September 2025. So good to have each and every one of you around for this session. Right, so my name is Cynthia and I'll be analyzing DXY, GBP, USD. Okay, I will be analyzing DXY, GBP, USD, and Euro USD. Right after that, CJ will be coming up for his analysis on gold and the yen basket. I'd like to crave our indulgence. Kindly share the link to this market color session with everyone on our various social media platforms so that this can get to as many people as possible. Right, so I'll be giving us 30 seconds to do that, and right after that, we will be heading straight into the business of today. For the sake of time, we will just start off with the analysis of today. On the monthly time frame for DXY, as seen right here, the market has been bullish for a period of time now, right? Ranged a bit, and then we saw a sweep of the liquidity to the downside. And coming down to the weekly time frame also, right? We've seen price breaking even lower, so a break of this low, and we're seeing even more push to the downside. Coming down to the daily time frame, on daily time frame as seen right here, right? We're seeing that most recent price action, price cleared the high at 98.580 and retraced, and we're seeing it ranging for a bit. Where do I think price wants to trade into? I think, and I'm speculating that price should break above and trade into the other block at 102.414 on the daily time frame, coming down to the 4-hour time frame to see if we can spot opportunities on DXY. This is not so clear. Market has been in some kind of range for a period of time now, but I expect price to break above this range and trade into this left shoulder on the 4-hour time frame, and for price to fill this fair value gap right here, this very wide gap that was created on the 4-hour time frame. So I'm speculating that price should fill that, right? Trade into this left shoulder again at 99.505. And once price does that, we should see some stability in the market, right? And down to GBP USD, let's see what price is doing right there. On the monthly time frame for GU, we're seeing that price has been bearish for a period of time now. And coming down to the weekly time frame, we saw a break of the high at 1.34308, right? And coming down to the daily time frame, I beg your pardon, on daily time frame, we've been seeing price ranging for a period of time. We saw a break of structure right here, and price retraced back into this resistance at 1.3574. Price retraced into that level, and we've been seeing a bit of a range off that point. Coming down to the 4-hour time frame, this is what I am speculating that price will probably do. There's the classic box pattern right here that we usually use for analysis. Shoulder at 1.34526, break to the downside, sweep to the downside, I beg your pardon, break to the upside. So we may see price retracing right back into this left shoulder. And once price trades right back into this level, I'm willing to buy GBP USD. So I'm looking out for a sell to buy on GBP USD on the 4-hour time frame. And seeing that we spotted the box pattern strategy on the 4-hour time frame, I'm willing to hold the trade for a long time once price traces into 1.34526 on GBP USD on the 4-hour time frame. And down to Euro USD, let's see what price has for us. On the monthly time frame for Euro USD, we've been seeing price breaking even lower, right? We've been seeing price breaking lower, and we see a sweep of this liquidity right here down to the weekly time frame, seeing a break of this high, and price has been tending to the upside. For coming to the daily time frame, we saw something a bit different, change of character, break of structure, implying that Euro USD may resume the sell all the way to the downside. Although price has been caught in a range for a very long time on daily time frame for Euro USD. Coming down to the 4-hour time frame, let's see if we can see something clearer, something obvious. So right here, we've seen a break of the high and we've seen a retest. Right, where do I think price wants to trade into? There's the left shoulder right here, shoulder at one spot, 16542, sweep to the downside, break to the upside. Once price retraces into one spot, 16542, I will be willing to long Euro USD. So I'm looking for a sell to buy, a sell into the left shoulder at one spot, 16542. And once price retraces into this level, I will be longing Euro USD. I'm looking out for a sell to buy on GBP USD and a buy to sell on DXY. Please, if you have questions at this point, kindly type in chat box. All right, today being the 10th, Wednesday, we're expecting core PPI to be released. So you should trade with proper risk management. If you have questions or a way different bias from what has been analyzed, please do well to type in the chat box. Can I counter trade those sell before the buy? Right, if you get to see your entry for the sell, short-term sell, you can do well to enter. You can just look at the much lower time frame to see if there's an entry for the sell before the buy happens. Why not? Any opportunity to make money. If there are more questions, please type in chat box. And while you're doing that, I'd like to announce that registration for the FX Bootcamp training is currently ongoing. For more information on how to go about the registration, please send us a message on 081 6099 5030, and we will be helping out with the registration process. If there are no questions, we're going on a very brief break, and right after that, we'll be coming back shortly for the second segment of today's session. Cheers and God bless.
Good morning, everyone. So sorry about the blackout. We're back and we're continuing the analysis this morning. We're going to be continuing as we take a good look at gold against the dollar, and then we're going to also look at the yen pairs, starting off with GBP, JPY, Euro JPY, and possibly USD JPY. These are the things that we're going to be looking out for this morning during today's market color. And we hope you're already having a wonderful start to the week. Welcome to the midweek market color. Once again, my name is CJ, and I'm going to be taking you through this part of today's market color. So let's have our screen, and then we'll be proceeding immediately. Starting off with gold against the dollar. So as you can see here on the screen, we have gold against the dollar, and what we are looking out for is to see any brief retracement for a buy on gold. At any point, if you see a retracement and price looks to be resuming its trend, we're just going all out on gold. I said a couple of days ago that gold is trading to 3,750. That is the next point of interest for gold, or that is the next price point that gold will be trading into 3,750. Okay, so this is where gold is heading to. All right, so we can neglect all this and keep them aside. Okay, so if you see any pullback on gold and it looks like price is resuming, we just keep buying, because that is what gold is saying at this moment. We're buying all the way to this level right here. So you can see on the 4-hour time frame, all these little pullbacks here from 2nd September, sent price back from 4th September, sent price back, and then one that happened yesterday evening into today, this morning, Nigerian time. You can see that it sent price back to the upside. So what we're looking for is to see price trade into these levels that we have anticipated, and then we'll be seeing it get to 3,750 as the target price. So this is what we want to see on gold this morning. We want to see it buying all the way up. So for us to get an entry, I would advise you just look for a little pullback, even if it's on the 15 minutes time frame. Like in this occasion here, where price broke the structure and then returned back to it. So at this point where gold currently is, you can start looking for an entry for a buy. You can just target this as your first instance for the buy, somewhere around here. Okay, so you could have something like this. If price gives you a good entry from where it is currently, you could have something like this with stop loss below here, and then take profit all the way up here. Okay, so this could be a good setup for a gold buy. All right, so we're looking for buys on gold. If this stops out, if it gives another decent entry, we could take another buy. This is where the next place I would expect, if it's going to sell at all, the next place I would expect it to sell to is here. So either price keeps buying from where it is currently, or it returns here to give us another buy. So these are the two entries for gold buys this morning. So we can quickly wrap that up. For this, we're looking to see it trade all the way here. And then for this, we're looking to see it trade to the downside and then go all the way to the upside. So these are the two things we're expecting gold to do this morning, either this first buy setup or the second buy setup. All right, so this is what we are looking out for on gold this morning. Now let's look out for the yen basket and what we expect to see on the yen pairs this morning. Starting off with the yen basket, you can see that the yen basket has been stuck. We've been expecting it to buy all the while that it has been in this region. We're expecting a buy to the upside. So we've been looking forward to seeing it buy, even though it sold a little. And then right now we're expecting the buy to continue all the way to the upside, but then it has now been stuck within this range to buy and sell, buy and sell. Look at that on the 4-hour time frame. You see that it has just been stuck, finished cleaning up all the buys, or consuming the buys after creating a sell. Okay, so this is what the yen basket has been doing. At this point, I'll just be taking short trades in between to see how the yen basket would favor my plays or my analysis so far. So looking at what we have right now, we're expecting another round of buys on the yen basket. So for all yen pairs, I'm expecting a sell. But where the sell is going to start from, that is what we would have to continue anticipating moving forward. So overall on the yen basket, I'm expecting a buy to play out. If the buy plays out, then good, we take it. If it doesn't play out, then we would watch out for what is going to actually play out at the end of the day. So let's look at the yen pairs and get actual trades for today. Now, starting off with GBP JPY. If you look at GBP JPY closely, you would see that GBP JPY has been stuck in a very messy range for the past couple of days. It has sold, it has bought, it has sold, it has bought, all within this short range. So we're expecting GBP JPY to buy a little to the upside, but then overall, you can see how it is struggling around this resistance right here. So because of this struggle at this resistance point, we expect a sell to play out eventually, okay? Seeing that it has been stuck within this level, we're expecting a sell to play out eventually. So for that sell to play out, we need to see a strong move, just like something like this. We need to see a strong move that is going to break it and then start giving us those sell moves. But for now, you can see how it has been stuck within this range. So I would advise you look at microstructure. By that, I mean, look at the 1 hour time frame. Just follow what the immediate trend is doing and then execute on the 15. So right now on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that the immediate trend has been a sell. Right now, it's been buying. Well, then you can see there's no momentum to the buy side. So you can start looking out for sell setups because it has bought a little to the premium of this last swing to the downside. So at this point right now, I'm looking for a sell setup on GBP JPY. And once I see it play out, I will be willing to rush in and take advantage of it, okay? So we're looking for a sell setup on GBP JPY. By that, I would want to see a clear break or structure. I initially thought the price was going to close below this level here so that I could take myself. So I would want to see a clear break or structure below this level here. And once I see that, I would want to get a good entry signature, maybe the engulfing pattern or the evening star pattern. Once I see any of these, I'll be executing my GBP JPY sell to the downside, okay? So I'm looking for a sell of GBP JPY right about this same place where price is currently. So I'd advise you to do your own analysis, and if it aligns with what you've analyzed, then let's execute GBP JPY for a sell. Okay, so that is that on GBP JPY. Now for Euro JPY, we're expecting pretty much the same thing, only that for Euro JPY, price has already given us that break or structure that we are looking for on GBP JPY. You can see it right here. Structure was taken out around this point somewhere like an hour ago or so. So right now, Euro JPY rather, we're expecting to see an entry signature. So I want to see price return to this level here. Okay, so I'm just showing you where I'm going to sell Euro JPY from. Okay, you see this fair value gap right here that aligns with this left shoulder. This is where I'm expecting a Euro JPY sell. The moment I see price in here, I'm expecting it to drop to the downside like this. Okay, so let me put this to. So this is what I'm expecting. This is where I would be looking to take my entry on Euro JPY. Okay, so I'm looking at this immediate low right here, 1:3, and I'm out of this trade. Just a day trading setup. So this is what I'm expecting on Euro JPY. 1:3, once price trades into this fair value gap, I'm executing myself all the way to the downside, okay? So this is my setup on Euro JPY. You can take advantage of it if it aligns with your own setup. So I will send this later on in the group so that we would have that as a reference when we are taking our trades. Okay, so Euro JPY, I'm expecting a sell. This is where I'm expecting price to get to, and I execute the sell from there. All right, and then finally for USD JPY, I'm still expecting a sell on USD JPY as well. But then because of how I've seen it been playing out in the last couple of days, you can see how messy it has been, just ranging wildly and giving all sorts of fake moves to the downside and to the upside. So with this, I'd have to apply extra caution while trading USD JPY. I'm expecting a sell overall on USD JPY, but before that, like I said earlier about GBP JPY, I would want to see a break of structure. I want to see price take out these lows that has been residing here. So you can see that this level has formed kind of a support. I want to see price break the support clearly, and then I'll start looking for a sell setup on USD JPY. Okay, so for USD JPY, GBP JPY, Euro JPY, I'm expecting a sell. The only one that has given me a sell confirmation is Euro JPY. So that may be the only one I'll be taking for now. And then for GBP JPY and USD JPY, I'll need to wait a little more to see what price is going to do. When it breaks the structure, then I can take my sell entries, okay? And then for gold, which was the first pair I analyzed this morning, I said, I'm looking to take an entry from here. Once I see an entry signature form, I'll take a buy from where price currently is. But if it breaks it to the downside, then this is going to be the second place I'll be looking for a buy. So my bias overall on gold is a buy, and then my bias on the yen pairs is a sell, okay? All right, so these are the things that we're looking forward to seeing play out today. And this brings us to the end of today's market color. If you have any question whatsoever, feel free to ask your question and we'll be sure to put you through. If you're interested in taking a course that is going to explain all these things to you in detail and also give you access to a private follow-up session with any of our instructors on a weekly basis, where we're going to break down all your questions, show you live practical on how to attend to on how to treat your questions or how to approach the market based on the questions you're asking, and then show you how we manage risk, how we manage our psychology in trading. All these things are available only on the Forex Bootcamp course. So if you're interested in taking the course, feel free to send us a message on WhatsApp or send us a message on Telegram. If you're watching from YouTube, you can leave a comment and we'll share the link to sending us a message on WhatsApp with you. All right, so this is going to bring us to the end of today's market color. We'll meet again by 2 p.m. GMT +1 to have a recap of what we've analyzed this morning and see how our trades are playing out. And then if we're changing bias, we'll also be informing you during the recap session by 2 p.m. GMT +1, okay? So until we meet again, wish you good luck and good trading. Cheers and God bless, guys.